Have you ever felt like the life you once loved, the routine that once brought you comfort, is starting to feel small? It's a strange and sometimes unsettling feeling. It's not that anything is wrong, necessarily. It's just that you're not the same person you were when you built this life. This feeling is a sign. It's a sign of growth. God is calling you into a new season, a bigger territory. Today, we're going to explore 6 biblical signs that you're outgrowing what once felt safe and that God is preparing you for something more. Let us dive into the first sign. You're starting to see your own limitations in a new light. It's not about feeling weak or incapable. Instead, it's a growing awareness that your own strength, your own wisdom, your own resources just aren't enough to get you where God is calling you to go. You're hitting a ceiling. You know it. This feeling can be frustrating, but it's actually a beautiful place to be. It's where reliance on God truly begins. The Apostle Paul understood this profoundly. He wrote in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." When you feel your own limitations, it's an invitation from God to lean into His unlimited power. It is a sign that He is stretching you beyond your current capacity because He has a bigger plan in store. So if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed by the gap between where you are and where you feel called to go, take heart. You're not outgrowing your usefulness. You're outgrowing your self-reliance. The second sign is a shift in your desires. The things that used to excite you or bring you a deep sense of fulfillment might be losing their appeal. Your ambitions are changing. Maybe you once dreamed of climbing the corporate ladder, but now you find yourself dreaming about starting a ministry or a nonprofit. Or perhaps your social goals have shifted from wanting to be in the popular crowd to desiring deep, authentic connections with a few trusted friends. This isn't fickleness. It's a holy redirection. Psalm 37 verse 5 says, "Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in Him, and He will act." As you commit your way to Him, He begins to align your desires with His divine purpose. He plants new dreams in your heart. Dreams that are bigger and more fulfilling than anything you could have imagined for yourself. This change in desire is a compass pointing you toward a new season. It's God's way of preparing your heart for the new territory He wants you to possess. Don't ignore this internal shift. Pay attention to what now ignites your spirit. It's a clue to your next chapter. The third sign you're outgrowing your safe place is that you feel a growing restlessness that is not settled by rest. You can take a vacation, sleep in, or binge your favorite show, but there's an underlying spiritual stirring that just won't quiet down. It's a holy discontent. This isn't the same as burnout or anxiety. It's an inner prompting from the Holy Spirit, a signal that it's time to move. Think about the Israelites in the desert. They followed a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. When the pillar moved, they had to pack up and move, even if they had just gotten comfortable. Numbers chapter 9 verse 17 explains, "Whenever the cloud was taken up from over the tent, after that the people of Israel set out. And in the place where the cloud settled down, there the people of Israel camped." That cloud is a picture of the Holy Spirit's leading in our lives. When you feel that persistent, unshakable restlessness, it's often the Spirit saying, it's time to move. The cloud is lifting. It's a call to step out of the familiar and follow Him into the unknown, trusting that His presence goes before you. This leads us to our fifth sign. Old mindsets and belief systems no longer fit. You find yourself questioning long-held assumptions, not out of doubt, but out of a deeper understanding of who God is. The rules you used to live by might feel constricting because you're beginning to grasp the vastness of God's grace and freedom. You're realizing that God is bigger than the box you once put Him in. This is a sign of true spiritual maturity. The Bible speaks of this transformation in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, urging us, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." When God is preparing you for a new season, He often starts by renovating your mind. He dismantles old, limiting beliefs to make room for new, empowering truths. This process can feel disorienting, like the very ground is shifting beneath you. But it's necessary. God is upgrading your operating system so you can handle the new assignments He has for you. The fifth sign is a change in your risk tolerance. Things that once seemed terrifying now seem possible, even exciting. The thought of stepping out in faith, of leaving the secure and predictable, doesn't paralyze you with fear anymore. Instead, there's a spark of faith-filled anticipation. You start to see risks not as threats to your security, but as opportunities for God to show up in a big way. This is your faith muscle getting stronger. In Joshua chapter 1, verse 9, God commands Joshua as he's about to lead Israel into the promised land. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened, and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. That command came right before Joshua was to take the biggest risk of his life. When your fear of staying the same becomes greater than your fear of the unknown, you are on the brink of a major breakthrough. This newfound courage is a gift from God, equipping you to step onto the waters and walk toward Him, leaving the safety of the boat behind. Finally, the sixth sign you're outgrowing what once felt safe is that you find a new level of authority in your prayer life. Your prayers begin to shift from just asking for things to declaring God's promises. You find yourself praying with more boldness, more conviction, and a greater expectation of seeing God move. It's as if you've moved from the outer courts of the temple into the holy place. You're no longer just petitioning, you're partnering with God in His purposes. 1 John chapter 5 verse 15 says, "And if we know that He hears us in whatever we ask, we know that we have the requests that we have asked of Him." This confidence isn't arrogance. It's the fruit of intimacy. As you grow closer to God, you understand His heart more, and your prayers naturally align with His will. This newfound authority in prayer is a sign that God is commissioning you for a new level of spiritual impact. He's trusting you with more because you've proven faithful with what He has already given you. If these signs resonate with you, don't be afraid. Growth is uncomfortable, but it's always good. Leaving the safety of the familiar is daunting, but the one who calls you is faithful. He's not pushing you out of the nest to watch you fall. He's teaching you to fly. He sees a potential in you that you can't yet see in yourself. Trust the process. Lean into the discomfort. Your safe place served its purpose for a season, but God has a promised land waiting for you, a land of greater fruitfulness, deeper intimacy, and wider impact. It's time to move. Thank you so much for watching. If this video encouraged you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content to help you grow in your faith. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these signs are you experiencing right now? God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.